Hello and welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to show you how to install Kali Linux as a virtual machine on VirtualBox. Now I will do another video a bit later on how to install it on VMware, but this video is going to be VirtualBox and it's going to be on a Windows 10 machine. Now I'm going to assume you already have VirtualBox installed, but if you don't, then all we are going to do is search for VirtualBox, click on the virtualbox.org link, and download and install VirtualBox the same as you would install any other program. So, installing Kali Linux. I'm going to open up the browser and I'm going to search Kali Linux offensive security. Now, offensive security make Kali. So what we want is, if we scroll down, we can see here it says Kali Linux custom image downloads. This is what we want. And when we get to this page, you have two options. You can either install Kali Linux VMware images or Kali Linux VirtualBox images. We want the VirtualBox because we are installing it on to VirtualBox. So once you open that, again, you have two options. You've got the 64-bit or the 32-bit. You need to download whichever one is suitable for your computer. I have downloaded the 64-bit. So all you need to do is download it and save it in a location that you can get to easily. It's quite a large file, so it could take a while. I have already downloaded mine. So as you can see, this is mine here. Now there's two ways you can install it. So the first one is to just double click and I'm going to have to, I can't double click because it automatically opens mine in VMware. So I'm going to have to right click, open with, and go to VirtualBox Manager. So once I've done that, you can see it more or less has everything installed for us. So from here we can just click import. Or the other way, which I will show you, is to actually open up VirtualBox. Up the top here you will have imports. So we're going to click import and we are going to specify the location as to where the image is kept, which is here. So it's on my desktop. It's an OVA file. I'm going to select it, open, click next. So again, it has everything more or less set out. So I'm just going to leave everything as it is. And make sure it says include only NAT network adapter MAC address. Click import, agree. Going to wait for this to finish. So I'm just going to pause the video while this loads and then I will come back when it's finished. So that's finished. As soon as it finishes, it will show this. So on the left here, you will see all the other machines or the virtual machines that you have installed. If this is your first time using VirtualBox, you won't have any of these. You should now just have Kali Linux, and the latest version is 2020.4 at the time of recording. So what I'm going to do first is go on settings. I'm going to go down to system and I'm going to change how much RAM it uses. So I've got 16 gig available. Now you can run it as it is, so on 2 gig, but it is quite slow. So if you haven't got much RAM, then you can run it on 2 gig. Now don't just go straight up to 16 because you've got to remember that you need RAM available for your actual Windows operating system to run as well, because all this does is run on top of Windows. It doesn't replace it. So I have mine set on about 4 gig, but like I said, you can get away with 2. It's just quite slow. Now we're going to have a little look through here. So you got Video memory, I've got mine turned up quite high. Storage we can leave, audio we can leave, network we can go down to NAT network. So it was on that one, so we can click that, go down to NAT network, select NAT network. Serial ports, leave that. USB, we can just select enable USB controller if we wish to. But for the rest of it, we're just going to leave. You can also change the name if you want as well. I'm going to click OK. Now, if you scroll down, you can see that the default username is Callie, default password is also Callie. Now, the NAT network, we want to keep it on a NAT network at the moment because what that does is it takes the internet from your computer, so from your host machine, basically. So it just feeds off the host. So in a way, it doesn't have its own internet connection. It just piggybacks off the main operating system, which in this case is Windows 10. So we're going to leave it like that for the time being. So once we have played about with the settings and we are all happy, we will click Start. So you can either push enter or you can just wait, I think 4 seconds, and it will boot by itself. Need to let it do its thing. Now I'm going to maximize my screen. Okay, so it's asking for the username, which remember is Callie, and the password is also Callie. Okay, so here we go. Now, if I come up to the top here and click View, I have different options. So you've got full screen mode, seamless mode, scaled mode. Now, if you've just installed VirtualBox, you may not be able to use the full screen mode. You would have to install the guest editions CD image, which you can do by clicking this if it's your first install, but this isn't my first install. So I believe you click that and you follow the instructions, and it should install the guest editions, which just gives you more features within VirtualBox. I think some of them is you're able to copy and paste between a virtual machine and the host machine. You can transfer files, like drag and drop. You can enter full screen mode, and probably a few others. So I'm going to go into full screen mode, and here we go. So we have Callie. So that's it. That's how simple it is to install. So if I come up to the top, I can see Ethernet network connection, wired connection 1, active. Now, if I wanted to, I could find Firefox just to show you that I have internet connection. So Firefox, go to google.co.uk, agree, and here we go. We have Google. So this is Callie installed. So Callie will come with a lot of hacking programs already installed. If you click the top left here, then you will see information gathering, vulnerability analysis, so on and so on. Your terminal is here. Now, I quite like this terminal on the new Callie. So it's quite small, the text as it is. So you can make the screen bigger or the font bigger, and I've read a number of things. It's usually Control and plus. Oh yeah, it does work. So on one of my other virtual machines, which isn't Callie actually, it is just a Debian that I've installed some hacking tools on, which I use. That doesn't work. So if you find a tool that doesn't work, then for me it was Control, Shift, and then plus. But Control and plus increases the size, minus decreases the size. So that's it. That's all this video is. It just teaches you how to install Callie. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some more videos on how to use Callie and navigate that'll be a mixture of me just showing you here as well as me showing you on some tryhackme rooms. So if you like this video, please subscribe and like, and I will see you in the next video.